What is going on, people? Welcome to Big Man Outdoor Adventures. And today, we're going to do a little gear review because I've been in the market for some new hiking boots for some time. And, well, it's finally happened. I got myself a pair whose name sounds like something out of a football playbook. That's right, the Salomon X Ultra 5 Mid Wide GTX. I think that's what it is. Yeah, Mid Wide GTX. I got it right without looking at the box. What do you know? Coach Nickel, you would be so proud of me. All right. And they're pretty snazzy looking, I gotta say. We got a good look here. Surprisingly light. Very light. Got a good hardy toe box. That's a big deal. Mid top. Oh, and in case you forgot the name of the model, they actually put it right in there. Some legit traction. This is no joke. Good round laces. Not too much. They look nice and easy to put on. Got some solid ankle support. So, let's give these bad boys a run. Let's see how this goes. I'm here at, I like to think of it as like my home field. It's a trail. It's about a give or take 5 to 10 minute drive from my house. You know, it takes you right out in the middle of nature. Not the craziest hike, but I do generally, when I evaluate this stuff, this is kind of the standard because, well, this is what's most easily accessible. I guess that's the way I would put it. It's a moderate trail. It's not too hard. Obviously, I use boots when I'm doing other things like camping and bushcraft and stuff like that. But how it holds up for me as a hiking boot is going to be big. I want to see how it does on slopes. I want to see how it does when I'm standing damn near vertical. Darn near vertical. Excuse me. And so, let's give it a whirl. Let's get to the trail. So, for the record, we are testing this in a size 13 wide. I am a big boy. It's hard for me to find shoes. Fortunately, these guys make them, and they are readily available. And if I like it, I'm going to put a link below to where you can get it. So, let's rock and roll, baby. Game day status. Well, there we go. Got them all laced up. As you can see, they got the good wide fit. Legit, solid. They feel good. Easy to tie, man. Pull that toe box tight so nothing slides around. I'm liking it. So far, so good. All right, so we're getting that first 100 yards in. Couldn't be a better day. Nice, cool spring morning. Look kind of around. You know, I'm testing these under the best conditions possible. This first part of the trail isn't too bad. All right, pretty basic trail. It'll get a little more challenging down the road, but it's still got a lot of rocky points so far. Solid cushioning. I can see that it does take a little breaking in, particularly around the toe box. But, you know, that's every hiking boot on the planet, so I am optimistic about this one. All right, so we're going at a little bit of a slant here, but it's some pretty soft ground. So far, not too bad. All right, now this terrain right here, I get a lot of this coming up where you're at a slant, and this is a good gauge for me to get these guys at because I want to see how it holds my ankle and if it doesn't push my foot too far into that toe box, right into that protected area. Let's take a look. And step. Okay. So. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Okay, so gotten about, I don't know, maybe a mile in or so, and so far, great cushioning. Big fan of that. I will say that on the vert, kind of when you're kind of going like this, because there are parts of this trail, as you can see, there's a incline going down, because it's a riverbed. It's like a canyon. You know, you can feel that hard toe box a little bit, but I think that's also a part of the breaking in process. I remember that from a previous pair of boots that don't have such a great toe box. So that I expect to kind of go away. Pretty solid cushioning. I've had to actually jump off a few things. And I came out without hurting myself and without my knee hurting. So that's been good. By the way, as I do this shoe review, look how friggin' beautiful all this is. All right? Some people sit there and do this stuff in their garage or their living room. This is my workspace. All right, so we got some wind action. Sorry about that. So we're going to test this going down a slight decline. For anybody who spent a lot of time on trail knows that sometimes declines are more of a pain than inclines. Especially so when I'm looking at these boots, I'm looking to see if it pushes too far into the front, if it pushes too far into the toe box. And I'm kind of hoping to avoid that. So let's take some steps and let's find out. So far, no. All right, so wrapping it up, how am I feeling? After walking, I don't know, let's say 4 miles. Toe box is pretty tight. That's kind of par for course. The leather up there is adjusting, so, you know, kind of the front and top of my toes a little sore. Other than that, fantastic cushioning, fantastic absorption. Ankles are fine. They're incredibly light. I'm not used to having such light boots, and I will say there is something to be said for that. Overall, a worthwhile pick. By the way, nobody paid me to do this. I did this all on my own. It was my own idea. All right? Salomon did not pay me to do this video. I'm just going on record as saying that for the purposes of YouTube. Anyway, time to head out. And that's it, man. Hit like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.